as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
First run now for Kyren Williams. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. You look at this Browns defense. They were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you can tell by this team, all right? Anytime you can tell your offense, hey, just get us a couple touchdowns. We got this thing locked down. That's when you know you're playing well and you're carrying your team along.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 8.
Here we go, set. 65.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Pitch it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. On the ground, this is Quinshon Judkins. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Throwing is McCarthy. There's a short one caught by Fannin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Well, they told us that he was just going to be a bear to defend, and usually tight ends are, Charles, but he's no exception to that rule. His second catch of the opening possession, and it gets him a first down.
Yeah, and they certainly saw something on his earlier reception. He went back and reported what he found, and one of the things about him, he's like a wide receiver to me, Brandon. He has a great sense of space and understanding where defenders are.
Well, we talk all the time, Charles, and it kind of gets cliche about the hands that he has, but really it's the truth. For a tight end, some of the best hands in the game. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
40-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Judkins. And some nice running going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams 35. A gain of This time they double it and pick up 6. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he is going to have a Browns first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
It's a gain of 20.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Now McCarthy. Setting up a screen for Judkins. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8.
Let's go.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. That'll be complete to Sampson. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Go get him, go get him, go get him.
To the air with McCarthy. Setting up the screen for Sampson. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and he'll bring up 4th down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
Makes the score.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. I always find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands and make the offense move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
That's good.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run it again with Williams. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
The Rams at 500. 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Pritchett. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 7.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Back to throw. Pritchett. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So a good snap, a good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
So that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
On 1st down, here's Jenkins. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 28. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Looking to throw McCarthy. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one in 2nd down.
They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now they'll change things up. Here's McCarthy. There's a short one caught by Fannin. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 16. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch?
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And the slot man goes in motion left.
On the handoff, this is Judkins.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. An 8-yard gain, so that gets him halfway there. Now they're left with a 3rd and 8 more.
And it's 3rd down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Third down from the gun, McCarthy. He's got a man. That's Bond.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
A kicker fest so far. All points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. McCarthy off the play fake.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Harold Phantom, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead.
Now Andres Borregales for the extra point.
And it is up.
Kick is good.
And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now.
Rams 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down.
6-yard pickup.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2.
This 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw. Pritchett finding Williams once more. Complete. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Pritchett. He's across midfield. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 30 yards.
1st and 10.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And his pass incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, shot.
They'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size,
Difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. They'll start on the ground with Judkins.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
Operating from the gun.
McCarthy. Out quickly to Judy.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. Well, that one hurts. That wipes away what would have been a big play.
But you and I both know coaches aren't real big on silver linings. But at least that play call was a successful one. Now the focus offensively, that goes to overcoming the penalty and making all that yardage back again.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Rams are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Carson Schlesinger
showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
At the 39-yard line.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Joshua Carney to kick off for the Rams.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Over the middle, that's defended as tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
16 yards.
He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down. Back to throw. McCarthy. Oh, the ball comes out of on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Completes the pass to Judy on the crossing pattern.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
Now the former Volunteer, it's Dylan Sampson.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes him from the 10 down to the 6.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun, McCarthy. His pass caught at the 4. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
A 3-yard gain on the
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
From the gun on 3rd down, McCarthy. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Devin Lloyd, the one to get home and earn that sack.
And it's 4th down.
And his kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
At their own 28-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone. Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
2nd down and 3.
Looking to throw. Pritchett. And that is incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Weiss. So no gain on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. An inside run with Jenkins. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short run there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Shark's got it left side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Let's go now. Motion. Mikey, 18. Check go.
Give up the middle, Jenkins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And the Rams are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Intercepted. The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Grant Delpit.
And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
In motion, the tight end. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This will be caught. Judy. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
It's a gain
A really
of
nice gain of
yards.
25 yards.
Cleveland.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this third quarter of play. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4.
Second and 10.
Back to throw. McCarthy. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Hawk 70.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Pritchett. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Pritchett. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there at 2nd down.
It went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Come on, set.
Back to throw again. A quick throw, but incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsom. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other. Every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss.
So nothing doing there, and that'll make it second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
17 yards.
Those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution even though the scoreboard is going against you.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, LA. Puka Nacua, 47 yards. And the Rams are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 24-10.
24. Rams 10. Joshua Carney.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Brings up 2nd and
Ball
9.
on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Let's go now. Go.
Over the middle, complete to Judy.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Let's go. 79. 79. Check.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Now McCarthy.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
They'll give it to Jenkins.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Third and 4. Throwing is McCarthy. That's going to be caught by Judy.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Pass caught by Fannin.
The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Quinshon Judkins with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And then he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Pritchett. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
19, target.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
And the Rams, first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
Off the play fake. Pritchett. He finds his man, complete. That's Rice. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
19, target. 19.
Looking to throw. Pritchett. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Rice.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
It's a pickup of 3. brings up second.
Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Back to throw. Pritchett. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it.
Second down pass. Complete to Quanada Homefield. A gain of 11. It's now.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Browns, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Southern California, so long, everybody.